everyone, this side Arohi from Pyfit Technologies, and in my today's video I'll talk about what are neural networks and how do they work. So basically neural networks are used to write deep learning algorithms, and deep learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. And the basic idea behind artificial intelligence is to make computers behave in a similar way to human brains. Now the question is, how can computer make decision in a human-like way? So, as the basic unit of a brain is neuron, in the same way, the essential building block of an artificial neural network is perceptron. So, perceptron is an artificial neuron. So, what is neuron? First of all, let's understand what is neuron. So, basically, neurons are responsible for receiving input from the outer world and then process it and transmit that information. So there are billions of neurons in our brain and they communicate with each other. So in the same way, artificial neuron means the perceptron is a neural network unit that does some calculation, some computation to detect features. So let's understand perceptron with this picture. So if you'll see this picture, this is a perceptron. So every perceptron, every artificial neuron will have two parts. The very first part is, this is summation and this is activation. Summation and activation. So summation is responsible to receive input from the outer world and just to add them. So you can see over here x1, x2, x3 are the three inputs and w1, w2, w3 are the weights associated with the related inputs. So means we'll give this x1 into w1 to the perceptron summation part, x2 into w2 will go to the summation part and x3 into w3. Now the task of this summation is to add all of them. You can see over here x1 into w1 plus x2 into w2 plus x3 into w3. Now when you'll add them, this is the functionality of summation. Summation will add all the values and gives us the output. So now the output of this summation will become input to the next part, means will become input. The output of summation will become the input of activation function. Now how activation work? See, basically activation functions compare the summation value. Summation value means the output of the summation. Activation function will compare the summation value with some threshold value. So just to make you understand the concept, over here I am using the threshold value as 0.5. Otherwise we have activation functions, lots of activation function, we use those functions. But just to make you understand the concept of artificial neuron, what computation this perceptron does, I am just taking threshold value as 0.5. Right? So we just assume that the threshold value is 0.5 and we will compare this threshold value with the output of summation. And if the summation value is greater than 0.5, threshold is 0.5, right? If the output of summation is greater than 0.5, greater than threshold, then the output will be y will be 1, output is 1. And if the summation is, the output of summation block is less than 0.5, then output will be 0, right? So this is what perceptron does. This is what artificial neuron does. Now, what does neural network consist of? First of all, let's understand neural network. Neural network means when we have lots of artificial neurons connected, right? Connected in a layer. So what is artificial neuron? This. So when we have these kind of neurons, these kind of perceptrons connected, lots of neurons connected in layers and passing information from one neuron to another, right, until we reach the output. So this is what neural network is. So every neural network have one input layer, one output layer and several hidden layers. So the very first layer, if you'll see over here, is input layer. Means input layer is responsible for getting inputs from outer world. And last layer is output layer. Output layer is responsible for giving us output, right? And all the layers between this input and output layer, these orange layers, these orange neurons are hidden layers. And hidden layers are responsible for all the computation and process on the problem. So this is also called artificial brain. Means we are doing computation over here, and this is the layer which is responsible for showing us the output, giving us the output. And these are the neurons, these are the layers which process the input. After getting input from input layer, these layers will process the input. So this is the artificial brain, and this is the layer which is responsible for giving us output. So this is how artificial neural network looks like. So if we'll see this picture over here, this is also a neural network, but this is a deep neural network. Now what does this deep neural network means? Deep neural network simply means when you have lots of hidden layers, right? So this is the input layer which will accept input from user, and we have 4 hidden layers, and every hidden layer have neurons, right? So these neurons, every neuron will have that summation and activation part. This will do the separate calculation. This neuron will have separate summation and activation part. Every neuron in each and every layer will have separate that summation and activation part. Means we are doing lots of calculation over here. We are processing the data over here, and after processing the data, we are giving that data to the output layer to finally show us the output. So over here we have lots of hidden layer. So when we have lots of hidden layer, the network become deep neural network, and we use deep neural network when we have to solve complex problems. So this is what neural network consists of. Now how does neural network learn things? This is again very important thing. So how neural networks learn things? We need to train the network with lots of learning examples, and once it get trained, check it by giving entirely new input which it never seen before. And let me show you with this example. So this is the example. Suppose what happen is, suppose we want to train our algorithm, right? Suppose you have been teaching a network by showing it lots of pictures of cars and bikes and telling it whether each one of is car or a bike. After showing, let's say after showing 50 different pictures of car and 50 different pictures of bikes, we feed it a picture which is entirely new for a network, right? Entirely new picture will feed after training with 50 different pictures of car and bike. We give one picture to a network which is entirely new for a network. And now, depending on how you have been training it, how you have been training your algorithm, it will attempt to categorize the new example as a car or a bike on the basis of its past experience, just like human. So over here you can see we are testing. After training our network on 50 different pictures of car and bike, I'm giving this picture. This is a new example for my algorithm, and after passing through this whole network, it is finally telling us that this picture is of car. So this is how neural network train, and we can test our neural network. Now, what are the different, where we can use neural networks? So neural networks are being used in speech recognition. We can use neural networks for face detection and recognition, virtual assistants like Amazon Alexa and this Google Assistant and then Apple Siri, right? There are lots of virtual assistants. We can use neural network for virtual assistants also. Image recognition, image and video captioning is a very good example. Self-driving cars are there. So we can use neural networks in different areas, right? So this is what all about neural network is. So thank you.